my baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the making my temperature rise? If you leave me, I'm good. I swear, you are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to never need it. Make us feel love. I'm love. Make a bad man. $1,000 I could spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con, they carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never riding solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I'm feeling what you're doing, oh yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Your body, they make I see you. Now you where they got my fancy. Don't they do me, I keep banky. Oh, no, 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 no.
Or should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it send my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need to make a look pity. You won't make us sing to me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bad can make it for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pana. Come and give me show.
How can the Wizards not be confident when they look as good as that? Here they were, headed to the locker room earlier on. $2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's Murphy in at the 3 spot. And for Washington, Kuzma will step in at the 4 with Porzingis at center. Running at the wings, Beal and Avdia. And it's Morris in at the 1 spot. Obviously, both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding. So that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
Jones from outside sinks the triple.
Drawing attention from the defense. Zion knows there's probably someone else open. He understands the game.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
New Orleans on D. It's a 3-point game. They get it again. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their two meetings.
So you know that every game these two teams play will be an exciting one.
Here's Beal, and the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Morris, left side. Back to Beal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring load, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
And that one falls for Beal. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
And both free throws good for Beal. Steve, last season the Pelicans showed signs of progress over previous years.
Well, Kevin, securing their highest finish in 3 years. Yeah, I definitely call that solid progress. And I think this team could be on track to only get better.
And here is Beal following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Possession to New Orleans.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Top of the key, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Beal. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Here's the floater. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you could see them losing confidence, and it turned into a domino effect.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists. And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
Murphy with the steal. And here they come. Kuzma pulls it in. A slow start for Washington in this one. A 12-point game. Outside, Porzingis drills it from outside.
Such assertiveness. This is why Porzingis is a go-to option on offense. Never afraid to take a big shot.
Now here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Jones against Beal. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it goes down 2 points.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. From past the arc.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Count it.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Poke loose. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Takes a three. And the Pelicans get it back. Valanciunas offline with the baseline jumper. Wizards trail by 11. Beal deciding where to go with it. From outside the arc. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pelicans. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Beal. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Williamson against Morris. And there's Williamson on the assist by McCollum. Williamson's got 5 points so far. And Morris has got the ball here for Washington. They trail by 16. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. In today's game, demands more movement from big men than ever before.
The pass to Porzingis. Valanciunas against Kuzma. Here's Porzingis. Morris outside. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Off target from outside. Pelicans leading by 15. Williamson right side. With the putback. And the basket by McCollum.
Outsmarting the defense, CJ manages to get the rock and put it back.
And here is Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. There's Beal with the three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Jones, that's for 2. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal
Bradley Beal picks one up. New Orleans shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
The first one falls. And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
And so Jones nails both of them.
And, guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core. And with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Valanciunas with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. No good from Valanciunas. Wizards trail by 13. Wizards passing it around. And here's Porzingis for a three. And again, Washington with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
A three from McCollum. Rebound, Washington. Outside, Beal. Morris outside. Back to Beal. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 4 assists now tonight.
And this is his bread and butter. Give Beal these looks from deep, and he is going to knock them down.
And the Pelicans making a change. Hayes is checked in.
Pelicans substitution. Jackson Hayes.
Here's Porzingis. Last time, 14 points for him. Outside, Beal. Porzingis sets the pick for Beal. Back to Porzingis. The three. No good on that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. McCollum kicks to Murphy. Over Porzingis. Here's Valanciunas. Banked in off the glass. Valanciunas has got 8.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
And here are the Wizards now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Morris passes to Porzingis. Buries the long-range jumper. 14 points for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Getting ready for the Wizards. Hachimura is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Kisper comes in for Avdia. Will Barton, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's DeLon Wright in for Monte Morris. Pelicans leading by 6. Here's McCollum. And the Pelicans miss again.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Martin passes to Wright. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And there's the try. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now here's Barton. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Porzingis sets the pick for Barton. No good. That would have tied it. New Orleans in the lead. Daniel from outside. Cans it from downtown.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Barton in the corner. The three. That's it. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the Wizards with possession. It's a 3-point game. Wright dishes to Barton. Barton sets a screen for Wright to the middle. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Wright. Porzingis has got 16 points.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Pass to Wright. Barton outside. It's blocked. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And Washington making a change here. Gafford's checked in. Just 5 on the clock. Barton, wide open, he fires, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Sinks the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
You have to get out there on C.J. McCollum. He is very good at torching defenses from deep.
After spending almost a decade in Portland, McCollum has adjusted well to playing in his new surroundings.
You know, G.A., he's a fantastic player when he's out on the floor. Missed a lot of games over the last 2 years. But when he's feeling right, he is a nightmare to defend.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Barton outside, and it's Kispert in the corner. And again, Washington with the triple.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Pelicans trail. And here's McCollum for 3. And Wright pulls it down.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Gafford sets the pick for Wright to the inside. And Gafford throws it down.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
A 3 from McCollum. Rebounded by the Wizards. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the first.
New Orleans foul. Daniel. First personal foul. 4th team foul. Pelicans substitution. Monte Graham. Jose Alvarado.
And so it's Washington with it. They lead by 4. Wright finds Hachimura. Nice ball movement by Washington. Gafford sets the pick for Wright. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Washington again with the bucket.
Their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Three-pointer, Graham. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Attack mode, Devontae Graham sees his opening and pulls it up out of nowhere.
For the screen on Graham. And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And it's Graham missing. Washington leading now by 5. got a piece of it. Here's Alvarado. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
New Orleans foul. Jose Alvarado. First personal foul. 15 foul.
For Washington, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively. Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Wright nails both of them. Pelicans trail by 5. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Hits the three-point bomb. Alvarado's got 5. And it's Wright with the ball for Washington. Pass to Hachimura. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Washington basketball.
6 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose from deep. Look at that!
I'm leaving. I'm gone.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Washington Wizards. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and they're focused.
And in addition, their three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
And Washington has possession. It's a 5-point game. Running at the wings, Beal and Avdia. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Morris in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Alvarado. Williamson trying to free himself up. And the basket by Alvarado. Alvarado's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And over the last couple of seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
When the defense is non-existent like they were there, it's pretty easy to score like he did.
Here's Graham. Rebounded by Gafford.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back, but now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Devontae Green.
Pelicans substitution. Herbert Jones.
Gafford passes to Avdia. Beal against Jones. Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Williamson.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Avdia, the pass to Kuzma. Pass to Gafford. Morris right side. Over Alvarado. Another one falls for Washington.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Jones for 3. Avdia with the rebound. Wizards leading by 9. And the pass to Morris. Avdia with a screen for Morris. Here's Gafford. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas, he's got that long wingspan. You saw it right there on that play.
Larry Nance is checked in for New Orleans. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Morris, no good. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Alvarado. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas. Hits it from three-point range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Beal, and the Pelicans pick up 3 with their last shot. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Can't get it to fall. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. For 3, Nance. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Wizards. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. It'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Gafford finds Beal. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Possession to New Orleans.
And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Washington. They're down at the bottom of the conference. The fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Is checked in for the Wizards. And the Pelicans also making a change. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pelicans trail by 3. Launches it. And McCollum is good for 3. McCollum's got 13 points. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
From deep. And another three for New Orleans.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Morris outside. Porzingis finds Morris. On the three off target. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 16-6 run. And he's good on the three ball. And it's a 4-point Pelican lead.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Porzingis. Over Nance. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, a sensational shooter. Porzingis really is a unicorn.
They get it back. And that one, good. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 20. Pass to Avdia. 6 on the shot clock. Deal with it. He's picked up by Nance. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Pelicans leading by 4. McCollum passes to Alvarado. Into the lane. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
His assist numbers have grown. C.J. McCollum, pass on time.
Now here's Kuzma. 23 points for him the last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City to the left side wing. Beal gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got 14 points.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Alvarado. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wizards trail by 3. Morris, left side. Passes it to Porzingis. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Porzingis has got 22 points.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Jones for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 11 points in the game.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
There's the pass to Beal. Out to Porzingis. There's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 25.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot. I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs. And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
new group getting ready for the Wizards. Hachimura is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Kisper comes in for Avdia. Will Barton, he's checked in for Beal. And it's Wright in for Morris. Wright with it. 9 points last game. And the dunk by Wright.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to wrap.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Up top right, he is guarded by McCollum. Porzingis, that's a 2. Wizards working now with a new shot clock. And McCollum with the block. Now Hayes. Three-pointer. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Wright looking around. The dish to Barton. Hachimura kicks to Kispert. Porzingis with a screen on McCollum. Wright finds Porzingis. And Washington again with the bucket.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Here's Daniels. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Daniels has got 5.
That's how you share the wealth. CJ sets up his teammate with a sweet pass.
Pass to Kispert. Wright sets a screen for Kispert. Inside, Porzingis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
The Wizards have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
At the line for Washington, Porzingis. At the line for one.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And the basket by McCollum.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league.
And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Right inside. He's guarded by McCollum. And now here comes Jones leading the break for 3. Offensive rebound. And it's Wright with the ball for the Washington Wizards. The kick out to Barton. There's the triple. It's not going to go for him. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. Wizards trail by 7. Now here's Wright. He's got 15. Wright sets a screen for Hachimura. Here's Kispert. A three-pointer, no good. Pelicans shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And the basket by Jones. 1:57 left in the first half. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Right, the pass to Hachimura. Porzingis. Three-pointer right. And Jones pulls it down.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
And the basket by McCollum.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Here's Wright. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. They need this one. And it's blocked.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Daniels, no good. Wizards trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Wright with a screen on Jones. Here's Barton. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Jones, no luck. Washington shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Wright finds Porzingis. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here is Hachimura. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Bradley. The old saying, no rebounds, no rings. How important is it to continue to have 5 guys go to the glass in the second half?
Yeah, all five guys. But I think we're too worried about getting out in transition. So I think 1 through 5, including the guards, I know we all got to get in there and rebound.
You can't score unless you have the ball, right? Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And that game against the Bulls, this one should be very informative. We'll just see how even these teams are. The rankings might not tell the whole story.
Projections mean nothing to me.
And now looking at that first half, what an impressive performance so far for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They've been disciplined offensively, taking care of the ball and working for good looks. And that's limited fast break opportunities for their opponent.
Disciplined, like Kenny at a steakhouse.
Indeed, baby. No steak right now.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a very lopsided first half, We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yes, defensively, what they've done, they've funneled people his way and banking on his ability to intimidate.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4, and Valanciunas at the 5. Then it's Jones, and it's Murphy in at the small forward position. Now, here is Murphy. It's good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. New Orleans making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Free throw drops for Murphy. And Morris has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. Nice ball movement by Washington. Avdia can't hit. New Orleans leading by 11. Here's McCollum. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. McCollum's got 31 points. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Well, the explosive moments, the quick change of direction, a lot of stress put on the body.
Garrett Temple has checked in for Zion Williamson. McCollum against Morris. Pass to Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Jones. A 3 from Morris. The Wizards with another miss. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Temple. A three-pointer off the mark. Wizards trail by 13. Outside, Beal. Porzingis sets the pick for Beal. Drives to the hoop. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Beal's got 16.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Kuzma. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a player opt-out for Kyle Kuzma after this season. GA probably hoping to earn himself a raise.
Yeah, and he's a worker, looking to round out his game and take that next step as he's just entering his prime.
New Orleans making a switch here. Nance is checked in.
Kyle Kuzma is trying to be more of a team player. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he's starting to accept his role.
A 3 from McCollum. It's good from long range. McCollum's got 34.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Passes it to Beal. Wants to get it to Morris and does. The Wizards with another miss.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And Valanciunas kicks to Jones. Over Beal. Again, the Pelicans score. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now, here's Avdia. He's guarded by Murphy. Avdia gets the bucket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pelicans leading by 11. And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Avdia dishes to Morris. Morris with a screen on Nance. Here's Kuzma. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. There's Beal with the three. The three-pointer is right on target. Beal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
Just think where they'd be without all the work he's done from the three-point line today.
It's good on the putback.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
Wizards trail by 10. Morris looking over the floor. The pass to Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 8th assist in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Contributes in all categories. McCollum filling up the stat sheet.
The Wizards have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Beal against Jones. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pelicans leading by 11. Here's Valanciunas. And another three for New Orleans.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Beal against Jones. Kuzma outside. For the three. And there's Bradley. Beal on the assist by Kuzma. Beal's got 22 points.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
It's T-shirt time. If you want a T-shirt, make some noise. Next time, welcome your Wizards dancer.
Hayes is checked in for the Pelicans. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. Look at New Orleans. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor. Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Morris passes to Porzingis. Pass to Kuzma. Lets it fly. Porzingis can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's McCollum. Again, the Pelicans score.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Now, here is Morris. 10 points for him. Jones against Beal. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Porzingis. Clock at 6. Pass to Gafford. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Avdia can't hit.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
It's Murphy outside. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything. High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
And here's McCollum for 3. Washington with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here's Morris for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. New Orleans leading by 17. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Morris. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Putting up about 10 points a night, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
It's Murphy outside. Drains the three-pointer. Murphy's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again.
The 3 from Morris. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Jones has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Offensive rebound. Murphy can't hit.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Avdia with it. Murphy on him. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got 8 rebounds in this game. Jones from outside. Kuzma pulls it in.
This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
Morris passes to Gafford. Dishes it to Avdia. And yes, it's good. Avdia's got 6.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Now is the time. Get loud and welcome your Wizards Breaker.
Getting ready to come in for Washington. Hachimura, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Kisper comes in for Avdia. Will Barton, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Wright in for Morris. Pelicans leading by 18. Puts up a three. And the basket by Alvarado. Alvarado's got 13 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Washington with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot, and that one's good. Right.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Here's Alvarado. Again, the Pelicans score.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Here's Wright. 17 points in the game. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Barton. Good on the triple. 8 points for him.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Alvarado passes to Graham. Shoots over Barton. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Devontae Graham is a very flexible shooter. He can score from anywhere, including the mid-range.
And Devontae Graham's skills as a three-point marksman are impressive.
GA, the stat sheet says it all. Multiple seasons he's been in the top 20 for three-point makes, and he loves to find those daggers from three.
Here's Alvarado driving the lane. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Gafford with the ball. He's got 8. Passes to Kispert. Here's the three. Connects from three-point range. Kispert's got his second basket of the night.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Graham with the bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Gafford kicks to Barton. Screen by Gafford. Unloads from 9. Ball stolen. On the wing, Daniels. 5 points in the game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
And Gafford throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's Alvarado. And another three for New Orleans.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
1:24 left in the third quarter of the game. Right, another one falls for Washington. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Graham drops in the tray. Graham's got 9 points in the quarter.
Likes to facilitate the basketball, but Devontae Graham can hit from long range.
Got that one up quick.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And the basket by Alvarado.
So good at the rim, a slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
And it's Hachimura in the corner. Here's Wright, got a hand on it.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
They get it back. A stupendous finish in traffic. Hayes has got 9 points.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
7-second difference, shot and game clock.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And it's Alvarado missing. Now, Kispert. 6 points for him. Right, the pass to Hachimura. Can't cash in from close range. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the New Orleans Pelicans. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. Back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Pelicans shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots and they're hitting them. Moment here now for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Zion Williamson. David, what's the news?
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Pelicans. He's getting looked at now for what the team is saying is a collapsed lung. Obviously something that is very serious and something they don't take lightly. And that's a potentially devastating injury that will keep him out not just the rest of today, but quite a while too. That is just awful. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
I know he'll fight back hard to get back on the floor. He wants to be out here with his teammates.
Taj Gibson is out there with Gill. Then there's Kispert. Then it's Goodwin. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Wizards shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Barton outside. Kicks it to Goodwin. Lets it go with a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And it's Kispert in the corner. Drills the three-pointer. Kispert's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Graham. Rebound by the Wizards. Martin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Right wing. From the arc. And it's Goodwin. That time on the assist by Barton. Barton's got his 6th assist on the night. Nance outside. Over Gill. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Good ball movement from Devontae Graham, noticing the wide open teammate and getting it to him.
Kispert setting the pick for Goodwin. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Washington's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Now, here's Goodwin. The pass to Kispert. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Graham. Barton with the rebound. Barton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And it's Goodwin missing. Well, for New Orleans, shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Here's Temple, and he banks in the layup.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Gibson with the screen on Graham. Here's Kispert, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
And we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Murphy, and he goes right over Kyle Kuzma and slams it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here is Morris. Outside, Beal. Shoots from 14, and the shot goes in. Beal's got 24.
And there's not an area on the floor where Beal can't do damage. He is a handful for any defense he goes up against.
And it's good, 2 points.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Porzingis with a screen on Graham. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Just such a high IQ. Beal using the bounce to get to the line where he's just a fantastic free throw shooter.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
So he gets them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Pelicans leading by 23. Here's McCollum. Plays it up off the glass. McCollum's got 46 points.
That's easy work for CJ. He'll burn you anytime you give him a lane to the hoop.
Here's Morris. And again, Washington no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate. Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. Pass to Porzingis. Tries again. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Valanciunas. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Good on the shot. McCollum's got 48.
Taking full advantage of the space he can find. McCollum pulls right up.
And here is Morris. Outside, Porzingis. The topic of parity is always front and center with the NBA. So, Steve, how do you see the balance in the league these days?
Well, Kevin, the NBA's done a good job trying to keep financial equality between teams. But the biggest stars want to play in the biggest markets. So parity will always be a factor.
Now, here is Morris. Porzingis sets the pick for Beal. Over Jones. Just 3 to shoot. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Porzingis has got 37.
And when you rank stretch bigs, you have to place Porzingis toward the top of that list. This guy is a pure shooter at 7'3". And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Now here's Beal. Over Jones. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Beal's got 14 points now in the second half. The Pelicans shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
EC Family, your winner, UNC. EC Family, your winner, UNC.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, C.J. McCollum.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped 2 straight leading into this one and did not want to lose 3 in a row. Puts it up off the inbound, and the basket by Murphy. Murphy's got 6 here in this quarter.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Washington's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Avdia, the pass to Gafford. Here's Beal. Back to Gafford. He kicks it to Avdia. That one falls.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
The Pelican shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Murphy. And then Murphy with the dunk.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities. You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Rebound, Washington. Avdia with it. Gafford kicks to Morris. We talk about players, Steve, we talk about coaches and GMs, but not too much about owners and their effect on the game and the organization.
Kevin, the owners for me are A1. It starts from the top. They're the ones who hire the team president, GMs, and coaches. And certainly, there's some teams who have some great owners.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Garrett Temple at the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Hachimura is checked in for Washington. DeLon Wright comes in for Monte Morris. And both free throws good for Temple.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Wizards. Beal against Hernan Gomez. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And great recognition there in the pick and roll. Beal usually able to make the right play.
Here's Murphy. Washington with the rebound. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Beal. And he uses the glass on the layup. Beal's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Good.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
Screen by Gafford. Shoots from the line. Bradley Beal again. Beal's got 34.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Daniels. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Rui Hachimura picks one up. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
The first free throw is good. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Washington's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Morris kicks to Porzingis. He dishes it to Beal. Misses the 3. New Orleans gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Fires from the wing. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Morris. Now the pass to Avdia. Here's Porzingis, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
Porzingis. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. The Pelicans shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Here's McCollum. And another one.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's Wright driving inside. And Wright throws it down hard.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Here's Wright. The Pelicans make their last shot. Outside, Porzingis. Another one falls for Washington.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
Pass to Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
I tell you what, Nance plays with a force every night. Explosive, tough, fearless.
Washington's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Wright finds Porzingis. Nice ball movement by Washington. And a missed layup.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Barton passes to Wright. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Now here's Barton. Wright outside. Teardrop shot, and it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for C.J. McCollum.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And the Wizards with possession, following the score by New Orleans. Gafford kicks to Barton. The tray. The offensive rebound. The shot's good from Gafford.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 24. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
DC family, it's time to welcome your Wizard Dancer.
And Washington making a change here. Hachimura is checked in. And a change for the Pelicans. Temple's checked in. So here's Murphy. Over Kispert. Pass to Murphy. From deep three-point range, Hachimura grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensational. Now, Wright. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect the road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time